As night fell and stars adorned the sky, it's time to share a heartwarming bedtime story. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in this magical world. In a small village, there was a boy named William. One day, while taking a stroll by the river, he discovered a glass bottle with an ancient-looking note inside. The note read, "Dear adventurer, I am a fairy trapped in a distant realm. My magical powers have been sealed, and the only way to set me free is to find an adventurer with a pure heart. Please help me. Use your courage and kindness to unlock the magic upon me." William was deeply moved by this letter and decided without hesitation to embark on this magical adventure. As he stepped into the mysterious forest, he felt an enchanting atmosphere guiding him forward. Suddenly, a melodious song filled the air, captivating him to stop. Following the melody, he arrived at a spacious clearing where a squirrel was elegantly singing while perched on a giant oak tree. The squirrel, named Melody, noticed William's presence and gracefully hopped down from the branch, landing on his shoulder. With a smile, Melody said, "Welcome to this magical forest. I'm Melody, the guide here. Would you like to join our adventure team?" Without hesitation, William agreed, and Melody became his first companion. As William followed the gentle guide, he traversed through a dense thicket and arrived beside a sparkling sunlit stream. Suddenly, a little dwarf emerged from the water, holding a shiny golden pot and cooking a delicious aroma. This little dwarf was named Kwikwi, and he proudly declared, "Welcome to taste my cuisine. It's a cooking method I've exclusively developed." William took a bite and instantly felt a delightful flavor spreading throughout his body. Kwikwi smiled and said, "With delicious company on your journey, it will surely be more splendid." Thus, Kwikwi became William's second companion. During this journey, they traversed an open expanse together, when suddenly, a gray fox appeared before them like lightning. The fox agilely circled around them, then stopped in front of William, its eyes revealing a hint of intelligence. This fox was named Jihui, and it gazed affectionately at William, saying, "I can sense that you are an interesting person. Do you need my assistance?" William gladly agreed, and thus Jihui became his third companion. During the adventure, William discovered a magical garden. In the depths of the magical garden, he was captivated by the colorful flowers, each resembling a little spirit swaying gracefully in the breeze. There was a flower named Rainbow's Kiss, its petals emitting a radiant, seven-colored light. With a gentle touch, William found himself enveloped in a vibrant rainbow halo, feeling light and ethereal, as if he could soar above the dreamlike rainbow. Another flower named Smile Blossom had petals shaped like smiling faces. William couldn't help but smile at this flower, and to his surprise, the flower responded with a joyful laughter, emitting a soothing and relaxing magical aura. This flower seemed to possess a healing magic, making William feel joyful and at ease. In the depths of the garden, there was a flower named Tear of Miracle, its petals adorned with glistening dewdrops. As William approached the flower, a droplet of sparkling dew fell into his hand, and instantly a mysterious power surged through his entire body. He felt filled with courage and confidence, as if ready to face any challenges. In the center of the magical garden, there was a tall and dazzling flower named Heart of the Cosmos. Its petals emitted a faint starlight as if connecting the entire universe. William approached the flower and discovered that each petal represented a zodiac constellation. As he gently touched the petals, a river of starlight suddenly appeared before his eyes, and he felt the grandeur and mystery of the universe. In the center of this flower sea, William encountered a fairy with flowing, colorful feathers, the guardian of the garden, the butterfly fairy. With a gentle flap of her wings, the flowers around her instantly bloomed, as if performing a dance for the flower sea. She showed William how to interact with the flowers, creating beautiful floral scenes together, making the entire garden vibrant, joyful, and full of vitality. During the adventure, William's attention was drawn to a dazzling crystal mountain. This mountain resembled a giant gem, emitting a captivating radiance. To continue his journey, William decided to climb this mysterious crystal mountain. However, the mountain was covered with puzzles, each step requiring clever thinking and the application of wisdom. While climbing, William discovered that each crystal on the mountain contained a puzzle, requiring the correct answers to progress. Some puzzles were about arranging constellations, others were entertaining pattern puzzles, and some required imaginative solutions to word riddles. William noticed that each crystal seemed to have its own voice, as if interacting with him. Just as he was deep in thought, suddenly, a mountain god dressed in crystal-colored robes appeared before him. The mountain god was named Summit of Wisdom, skilled in solving puzzles, and the guardian of Crystal Mountain. Summit of Wisdom smiled at William and said, "It seems you're an adventurer who enjoys puzzles. Do you need help?" William gladly accepted, and together they began solving the puzzles on Crystal Mountain. The first puzzle was a constellation chart, with Summit of Wisdom guiding William on how to connect the stars to form a pattern. Each star emitted a faint light, adding a mysterious touch to their puzzle-solving journey. When the last star fell into place, a beam of light flashed, and they successfully unlocked the first level. Next, they faced a set of dynamic jigsaw puzzles, where each crystal needed to be correctly placed. Summit of Wisdom skillfully manipulated the crystals, with William following closely behind. The two cooperated seamlessly, successfully unlocking this seemingly complex puzzle. The final challenge was an enchanting text riddle, requiring them to accurately understand the hidden meanings behind each word. Guided by Summit of Wisdom, William gradually unraveled the connections between the words, and a mysterious chapter quietly unfolded. In the end, with their joint efforts, Crystal Mountain radiated even more brilliant light, and the puzzles on the mountain were like an open fantasy book recording endless adventures and wisdom. William and Summit of Wisdom became the best puzzle-solving partners, traversing the ocean of puzzles, gaining deeper wisdom, and fostering friendship. As Crystal Mountain shone with the glow of achievements behind them, it awaited the next brave challenger. William traversed through a radiant and dazzling wonderland, arriving at the place where the fairy was trapped. This place seemed like a dreamland woven from stars and flowers, with the air filled with sweet floral fragrance and a faint magical aura. In this mysterious wonderland, William felt a warmth and tranquility, as if stepping into a fairy tale world full of miracles. He followed a captivating melody, passing through a sea of flowers, and arrived at a small crystal lake. The water was crystal clear, reflecting shimmering starlight on its surface. At the center of the lake floated a flower radiating colorful brilliance, and next to the flower, a beautiful fairy was enveloped in a faint glow. The fairy emitted a gentle radiance, her wings shining with 7 colors. William felt a sense of reverence. He knew this fairy was the guardian of that enchanting realm. The fairy turned around, smiling at William with eyes full of gratitude and warmth. William, with a pure heart and kind intentions, began to unravel the magic surrounding the fairy. Closing his eyes, he took a deep breath of the floral fragrance and gently blew towards the fairy. With his breath, the faint glow began to slowly fade away, as if a soft veil was gently lifted. The fairy felt the goodwill and courage from William. Her wings emitted a gentle radiance, and her body gradually separated from the faint glow. The flowers on the lake seemed to bloom with even more brilliant colors due to this miraculous rescue. Standing by the lake, the fairy deeply bowed to William, her eyes shimmering with gratitude. "Your kindness and courage saved me. Your heart is like a bright light, illuminating the entire wonderland." With a gentle flap of her wings, a rainbow rose in the sky, as if expressing gratitude and blessings to William. The entire wonderland bathed in joy and emotion, with stars twinkling in celebration. William and the fairy both felt the beauty of this magical realm, becoming eternal friends. William's soul became purer, and more fulfilled through this enchanting adventure. In this wonderland, the power of kindness and courage would forever shine. William returned to his hometown with beautiful memories of the fairy and a heart full of joy. Whenever night fell and stars sparkled across the sky, he would find a quiet corner and gaze up at the stars. In the vast, starry sea, he felt a special companionship, as if the fairy's blessing always accompanied him. One day, on a small hill in his hometown, William set up a tiny tent. As night fell, stars gradually lit up, and lying in the tent, he gazed at the dazzling night sky. Suddenly, a star shone exceptionally bright, as if waving to him. William understood. He felt the fairy's greeting, so he gently waved back, expressing his gratitude and longing. Whenever William immersed himself in these beautiful memories, he could feel the stars responding to him. The night sky seemed to become their unspoken channel of communication. Sometimes, the stars would paint beautiful patterns in the night sky, as if weaving new adventurous stories for William. The people in his hometown were also touched by William's magical adventure stories. Every nightfall, they would gather together, gaze at the starry sky, and share their own miracles and dreams. William's adventure became a legend in his hometown, and the stars became the common guardians in their hearts. William's adventure became a legend in his hometown, and the stars became the common guardians in their hearts. In the end, William found his happiness in his hometown, but the beautiful memories of that enchanting adventure would forever remain in his heart. Whenever he looked up at the stars, the fairy's blessings would always make him feel warmth and comfort. Dear children, may you also encounter wonderful adventures in your dreams, and may tomorrow be filled with laughter and warmth. Good night, as the stars shine for you in your dreams.